Hey, this is Blair. Hope you're having a great weekend. I have a question for you. Number one, are you an entrepreneur? Yes or no? Okay, thank you. And if you're not an entrepreneur, do you want to be an entrepreneur? Yes or no? And number three, if you are an entrepreneur, what kind of entrepreneur are you really? Are you an S quadrant entrepreneur, as Robert Kiyosaki would say, working alone, eating what you kill, feast and famine, working 24/7, not necessarily having the lifestyle you want? Or are you an entrepreneur moving into the B or business quadrant, in which you have systems, teams, people working with you, and where the business is running itself, and you're creating steady, stable income, and moving into what I call a power position of the legacy lifestyle, and being able to have global reach and help a lot of people, and of course make a lot of money. Now, why am I bringing this up? Blair, what are you talking about? We're in the middle of a crisis. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The best control you have for your income is being an entrepreneur. The best control you have for your lifestyle is to be an entrepreneur. I mean, right now, if you're looking to the government to help you and hoping that your employer can stay in business to keep you employed, that's risky as far as I'm concerned. And so right now, at this time, to double down and learn the skills to be a great entrepreneur and to build teams and how to sell and how to market, how to build systems, and it's a lot to learn. Don't get me wrong. How to invest, how to deal with, how to use debt to your advantage. I mean, it's a lot to learn, and there's no way you're going to learn it all overnight. But you can start now, and you can partner and joint venture with other people that can support you. See, we're taught in school to do things on our own. We're taught that you got to be smart to figure it out. But you know what? Sometimes not being so smart is really smart because I know that I'm good at a few things, but I'm not good at everything. And I have great mentors and great advisors and great team members around that will support me in living and obtaining the lifestyle and serving the business needs that I have. And they also become great friends. So I'm just going to put this out there to think about it for right now. Think about it tonight after you watch this video. Am I an entrepreneur or not? If I'm not, would I consider it? It's a lot of work. It's no joke. I will tell you this, it is not for everybody. It seems glamorous at the other end, but if you have a very thin skin and you're not able to handle the ups and downs and the rejections and the mistakes, then you take your best bet with your employer and with the government helping you out. But I'll tell you what, long term, it's your best path to financial freedom. Everybody screws up in it. Everybody messes up. But then you get to hang around with a group of people that understand mistakes. They understand correction. They understand collaboration, which is not what we're taught in school at all. We're just not taught that in school. So I would say now is the best time to consider it. But get your skills from people that know what they're talking about, not opportunists, from real leaders, from people who've really been there, done that, have been through the mill, have been through crises before, that can support you. Entrepreneurship, I equate it to like playing a football game. You want to play football, you get your gear on, you're ready to go, and they blow the whistle, the coach sends you out onto the field, and immediately, they pitch you the ball, whack, you're on the ground. You go, whoa, that's a pretty hard hit. And you get up, and then they pass you the ball again, then what happens? Same thing, bam. And within about 2 or 3 minutes, you realize that this game of football is not so much about scoring points. It's about whether you're able to get up after each hit. That's right. Entrepreneurship is an emotional contact sport. Entrepreneurship is an emotional contact sport and a little voice mastery sport. The more hits you're able to take, the more you're able to learn. But if you're always running away, you're going to run the wrong way down the field, get tackled in your own end zone. Now you've scored a point for the other team. So I say this with all sincerity, is that I believe that the greatest gift you have to give has probably not been given yet. I say it again. The greatest gift that you have to give has not been given yet. And as an entrepreneur, as a B quadrant, particularly entrepreneur, you have the ability to create something bigger than you. You have the opportunity to do like what other companies did during the Great Depression and downturns of 2008. Some of the greatest companies in the world were built during those times. It started with nothing. A friend of mine by the name of Po Chung, I think I mentioned him in a post, started a little company called DHL International with 8 people in Hong Kong. 8 people. Sold it many years later with over 200,000 employees. You know, so, and these were all done in difficult times. Difficult times produce incredible people. And if you're watching this video, if you watch any of these videos, you're one of those kind of people. So I'm just going to say, come out of the dreamer stage, jump in, but do it smart. Do it smart. Get good coaching, get good mentoring, take baby steps. Don't have to jump off the deep end. But don't allow what goes on around you. Don't allow the media and other people's opinions affect who you are. If you're watching me still on this video, now 5-6 minutes into it, you know what I'm talking about. Your greatest gift has not been given yet. And as an entrepreneur, you have the opportunity to give it. And not only give it, but to create a legacy around it that will live bigger than you and longer than you. That's a true business owner. If you're going to be if you're the entrepreneur that's doing it all on your own, there's not much you're leaving behind, and you're operating to the extent of your time and energy. And that's not, and I don't know about you, that's one person against 8 billion people on the planet. That's the odds of that just aren't good. But with a great team and great mentors, you can make a very big difference. And right now, trust me, this is the last thing I'm going to say on this video. The world needs your gift. Yeah, the money is great. The lifestyle is great. You're going to go through difficult times like now, and other times in the future we'll go through difficult times. But you know what? It's not about all that. You'll make the money, but it's about making a difference. It's about taking your gift and giving it to the world in a way that really changes the world. And when the world finds out what you got, you don't have to sell so much anymore. Okay? So I invite you to become an entrepreneur, a real entrepreneur, taught by real entrepreneurs. And go to the Business Skill for Entrepreneurs in Crazy Times Facebook group and get as much information as you can, and we'll help you as much as we can. The world right now needs you, and it needs you more than ever before. If you've been considering you can consider getting smaller right now and shrinking back, or you can consider getting bigger. The choice is yours.